It'll be several days before I can get a team to your location. Are you well supplied enough to wait that long?
Yeah, I reckon I won't starve by then.
Alright, I will hail you on this frequency the day before they are set to arrive, to provide details and confirmation.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to dig up my Sunday best for you.
Kevin is alive. He contacted the Necedah refuge over the radio. They've made a plan to pick him up from somewhere in Valley Station, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. Is it even my place to do anything about it? I feel as if it is. But who's to say Kevin isn't looking for a new start? My stomach hurts. I feel uneasy. It's hard to sleep. I don't know what to do. What would Marcus have wanted? Jules. Sent adrift by the confirmation of Kevin's survival, Jules relies upon his established routine to keep him moving, as his mind endlessly grapples with itself. Though months had passed since he had last heard Kevin's voice, the sudden reappearance caused the now hardened survivor to feel small all over again. Finding himself back upon the road leading to the trailer park, Jules hopes that a day of hard work and labor would distract him from the current situation, but the quiet community only served as an echo chamber for his endlessly conflicting emotions. The Kevin he knew, the Kevin that had tried to kill him, couldn't possibly have good intentions for reaching out to the refuge, but who was Jules to say that Kevin was still the man he remembered? Unable to ignore that he himself served as the best example, Jules rightfully counters with the fact that he's far removed from the meek librarian he once was, and who's to say this world hadn't changed Kevin for the better? Alternatively, and far more likely in Jules's eyes, who is to say that this world hadn't quenched Kevin's already vindictive personality and twisted him into an even more grotesque monster than he had been originally? Frustratingly, all of this turmoil surrounded a group of people that Jules wasn't only removed from, but incredibly wary of. Was this virtuous broadcast the real deal? Were the people coming to retrieve Kevin truly full of righteous intentions? For all Jules knew, the team from Necedah Refuge was an extermination squad. But what if they weren't? Jules considers warning them over the radio, but that would most certainly place Jules back on Kevin's radar, and even the bloodied survivors still feared the evil that he'd witnessed in Kevin. Trying to at least settle himself for the evening as he departs the trailer park, Jules manages to tap into some of his excitement as he reaches the mechanic shop down the road. Though it now seemed trivial beneath the looming shadow of Kevin, the garage Jules had dreamt about was coming closer and closer to being a reality. Plucking what he needed from the abandoned building, and setting back off towards Little Hope, Jules begins to come to terms with his paralysis. A mixture of ignorance and uncertainty cemented his inaction, brought on by the fear of intervening where he shouldn't, and the repercussions that could follow if Kevin was provoked. Resigning to simply spectating the interaction as it played out, Jules recommits himself to his current project with renewed focus, as his hard-earned position provided the much-needed stability he required. shake this dread that plagues my mind. My heart and my brain are in a constant struggle against one another, and I'm uncertain which will win out. I feel a sense of duty to track down Kevin. No, I want to track down Kevin. For revenge? For justice? Is that even warranted? That's assuming I even could. Who knows what could happen between Little Hope and Valley Station? Who knows what would happen if I did find Kevin? I'm trying to keep myself distracted, continuing my work and building up the garage, but I need to return to the country club, not only for supplies, but because I need to remove my soul from that dreaded place and move on. If I can't, then I don't know if I can let Kevin go. Jules. Re-entering the place where everything had gone so wrong, with nothing but Kevin on his mind, Jules finds his heart quickening, his muscles tightening, and a smoldering pit of hatred building in the pit of his stomach as he shuffles into his suppressed memories. Fueled by a mixture of pain and anger, Jules not only lashes out at the regret that haunts him like a shadow, but also at the very building that held his darkest memories. Unsatisfied with leaving any scrap of the room left standing, Jules begins to slice and cut through the rusted metal of the quiet kitchen as his nightmares continue to repeat behind his watery eyes. Stewing in his hatred as the hours of the day tick by, Jules is forced to pass the last remaining symbol of Marcus that still existed in this merciless world. The silent and unflinching vehicle nearly deafening Jules as he fought the many demons battling within himself. Deciding he couldn't leave the token of his savior to rot in an overgrown parking lot, Jules fuels up the reliable steed before urging the engine to life once more. Switching one truck to another as the light begins to fade, Jules starts the tedious and arduous journey, winding his way back to Little Hope, with his valuable cargo in tow. Knowing he won't get both trucks up the hill without thoroughly damaging one or the other, Jules leaves the pickup at the base of his road and plans on retrieving it once his body had recovered from the day. Rumbling up the gravel road in the early hours of the morning, Jules feels strangely comfortable in the chilly interior of Marcus's truck, almost feeling as if he wasn't alone for the first time in a long time. Wasting no time in having the new steed earn its keep, Jules fills up the bed with fresh timber for the garage as a day of diligence and sweat kicks into full gear.
This is NNR, hailing Kevin Conway. Do you read me?
Haven't done much reading, but I can damn well hear you. Your boys on their way?
Yes, they'll meet you at the military checkpoint at the edge of the quarantine zone, on the road heading east from the Valley Station. The area has been cleared, so we request that you approach unarmed for our own safety.
Huh. Should I put my pants around my ankles and bend over for you too?
Those are the conditions for us to extract you, and my team will only hold their position until 1400 hours. The rest is up to you.
Alright, I'll see their bright and smiling faces come in the morning.
The garage is practically complete, besides a fresh coat of paint and some final touches. It's a great feeling looking out the window from my kitchen to see something I've built from nothing. Much like everything I have within Little Hope, it was a mountain of effort, but the final result is always worth it. In the time I've been taking to organize my thoughts, I think I've finally brokered a peace between my heart and my mind. While retrieving Marcus's truck from the country club and driving the rugged vehicle up to my modest sanctuary, I was accompanied by the man I thought was gone. Though he only manifested in fleeting scents and quiet whispers, I knew Marcus was watching and telling me what I already knew. He would never want more violence, especially against his own flesh and blood, despite how justified that violence might be. Kevin is set to be retrieved by the NNR tomorrow, and I will silently wish him well on his new journey. Maybe he'll be an asset to this community. Maybe the loss of his brother humbled him. Either way, he will no longer be any concern of mine, and I shall focus on my own plans and goals. I am relieved to finally put this chapter of my life to rest, though I shall never forget it. Jules. Ready and eager to move past the conflict that had been dominating his life over the past several days, Jules happily returns to the well-forged routine he had crafted and putters away at the various chores surrounding his comfortable home. Though he knew that more plans and projects would need to be established to keep himself occupied, the stubbornly content survivor decides to leave that task for after Kevin's departure.
This is NNR, hailing Kevin Conway. Have you made contact with the team?
The team? Oh, you mean these stupid bastards who were standing around with their thumbs up their asses? Yeah, I've seen them. Though someone's filled them full of holes.
What have you done? They were there to help you.
Help me? Nah, the way I see it, I'm helping you. I'm teaching you a lesson that this shit show should have taught you already. That you don't stick your necks out for... Oh, looks like one of the boys hasn't quite quit yet. There you go. Think our business is done. Appreciate the charitable donation to someone who isn't a spineless piece of trash. Over and out, dickbag.